Tzu Chi in Myanmar collaborated with business associations and entrepreneurs to donate necessities for orphanages. Dharma Master Jing came to Taichung, Dongda to see the new Jing Hall. Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Sandy Yan. Thank you for joining us. In Myanmar, unstable political environments, along with the ongoing pandemic, have troubled an orphanage as it relied on donations from the public. Upon noticing the needs, Tzu Chi Myanmar Liaison Office collaborated with local Taiwanese business associations and entrepreneurs, donating food and stationeries for 3 orphanages.
As children happily play on the swing, they seem to not understand what the adults are worrying about under the pandemic.
We have to feed 400 children every day, and within 3 days we will use up to 48 kilograms of rice and 20 kilograms of oil.
Originally, the orphanage relied on donations from kind people, yet during the pandemic, less people were able to donate resources. Upon noticing the need, Tzu Chi Myanmar Liaison Office immediately worked with the local Taiwanese Business Association, helping orphanages.
Today, besides donating cash, we also donated stationeries, diapers, insecticide, lamps, and cookies. These items will help the orphans, and I am glad that we were able to help them within our ability. Ever since the 8 years establishment of the orphanage, we never received this many supplies, and the supplies you have provided are very important to us.
Unstable political conditions, along with the ongoing pandemic, have caused the Burmese locals, who usually love to donate, to have less of a chance of helping others. This time, Tzu Chi worked with Taiwanese Business Association and Taipei Economic and Cultural Office in Myanmar, continuing the love locally.
This time we are very happy to receive responses from many industries. Besides Tzu Chi, many Taiwanese business friends also joined in. So on behalf of this occasion, I'd like to say thanks to everyone.
Thank you to the Business Association for inviting us to participate in the event, because many places and people need our help, and within our ability, we will assist the needy.
Food, along with necessary stationeries, have led children from 3 orphanages to live without worries. The event has also enforced the kind visions and ideals of entrepreneurs.
In Malaysia Sabah tourist village, 21 stateless villagers faced unemployment during the pandemic. Since they could not pay rent, they were forced to relocate to a swamp for temporary shelter. Without water and electricity, they live in hardships. Upon noticing their situation, volunteers arrived with supplies to help the needy.
After setting some planks up, villagers here must endure wind and rain as there isn't enough protection. Yet this place is their only choice.
Because of no work, the bus these people didn't pay for their rent. Therefore, they were affected by their landlord.
Due to the pandemic, 21 households without nationalities were affected as they face unemployment. Amongst the group, 11 are children below 3 years old as they were forced to relocate near a swamp.
My children aren't used to live here. Before, we had a light and we could take a bath every day. But after living here for 2 days, we weren't able to use water. We have to catch some fish in order to sell for income. We then use the money to buy rice from a friend, so I can make a kimchi for my children.
Living in such a poor environment, besides having no water and electricity, each household can only collect rainwater for cooking and bathing. After conducting a survey, volunteers immediately arranged distribution of supplies and emergency cash. Families with children can even receive baby formula.
If there is no supplies distribution, I don't know what else I could do. I am out of baby formula for my child.
Furthermore, volunteers also provided construction materials, assisting villagers in building a temporary home, protecting them from sunshine and rain.
These planks were originally going to landfill, but since someone needs them, we took them here to help others.
I think that to be able to help is a happy thing. They are living a tougher life than us. I feel bad for them. We should definitely help them.
Taking full pandemic prevention measures, volunteers go into the public, helping the needy affected by the pandemic.
Ever since the pandemic broke out, medical workers have been working hard at the front line. In Malaysia, Tzu Chi Selangor and Kuala Lumpur chapter initiated a plant-based lunchbox event. With a duration of a month, these lunchboxes are provided to several hospitals 5 days a week to thank medical workers for their hard work.
Near lunchtime, the kitchen here is as busy as you can imagine. This time, Tzu Chi Selangor and Kuala Lumpur chapter collaborate with a restaurant, providing plant-based meals to 7 hospitals for a month.
The cooking is fully based on plant-based. We also follow the guideline for the suku-suku separuh, so that everybody can take a healthy meal.
5 days a week, volunteers deliver meals to frontline medical workers, cheering them up with good energy.
The food and menu are different every day. It's also healthy and delicious. My colleagues all look forward to the lunch meals every day.
Looking forward for lunch.
After participating in the plant, I found out that vegetarian food has a lot of variety. With the variety, the taste of food can also be good.
A wide variety of food changed locals' perception of vegetarian cuisine. Some have even felt the health benefits of a plant-based diet.
You feel lighter. I feel it's like a very healthy meal, give you the full nutrition, so you don't feel tired or you don't feel like you're not eating enough.
I feel that ever since I participated in a plant-based diet plan, I feel more energetic as I can work more eagerly and with a better spirit. As for my body's condition, I have better digestion.
By taking vegetarian food, we also realize that it has a benefit such as boosting our immunity. It's important for our COVID frontliner.
The bento meals were prepared with so much love, and it was given with such sincerity that it is really very nice to see an organization that cares about us as frontline workers.
The given gifts aren't just healthy vegetarian meals. Volunteers filled each lunchbox with gratefulness and love, thanking medical workers for their hard work.
In Nepal, Manisha lives in an impoverished household as she could not afford an education. Therefore, she participated in Tzu Chi's vocational training in order to earn her tuition fees and became a teacher at a Tzu Chi-sponsored kindergarten. Besides fulfilling her dream of pursuing an education, Tzu Chi also helped her fulfill her dream of becoming a teacher.
Benisha just finished middle school, yet she stopped going to school due to an inability to pay tuition. Though she's out of school, she always waited for the day to return to get her education. When Tzu Chi promoted vocational training in Lumbini, Benisha can finally earn her tuition.
I made about $400 and I am very happy. I am now a senior in high school and I want to keep on studying. In the future, after I graduate, I would like to become a teacher.
$400 is enough for Manisha to pay her high school's 2-year tuition. Yet during the past year, she spent a lot of funds for online classes, as her savings aren't enough to pay for her future tuition. When Manisha was helpless, Tzu Chi arrived, bringing her hope. Tzu Chi hired Manisha at a sponsored kindergarten so she can earn her tuition for school. This also fulfills her wish of becoming a teacher. Besides hiring Manisha, Tzu Chi also provided her with a bicycle, allowing her to travel more conveniently between her school and the kindergarten.
Thank you, Tzu Chi, for giving me this bicycle. Me and my family members are happy. Now that it's more convenient for me to go to school, it saves a lot of time for me.
Manisha is no longer helpless, and with the help from Tzu Chi, she is now utilizing her knowledge to change her life.
Tzu Chi USA Headquarters annually hosts a year-end humanitarian music concert. 2 such performances will be held this weekend, and though there aren't superstar performers, volunteers prepare a special formation and sign language performance for 2 months to express their appreciation. Let's take a look. Musical concert preparation.
Due to the pandemic, it's been nearly 2 years since activities have been held at the U.S. Tzu Chi headquarters. This day, the area came back to life for a humanitarian musical concert preparation. Tzu Chi volunteers and Tzu Jings were busy with it. This year's performance has been arranged differently from the past, as singers and celebrities weren't invited. Instead, volunteers assumed the role of performers.
Now we are giving each volunteer the chance to be part of this performance, regardless if they are involved in recycling or promoting veggie food, medical care, or Tzu Chi's charitable works. They all have a chance to participate.
Many volunteers from San Diego drove 2 hours to the U.S. headquarters. They didn't want to miss the opportunity to join the sign language performance.
Even though my Chinese is not very good, I can experience some of Master Zhen Yan's heart and compassion. As for my daily life, this experience can be of great benefit to me.
This song is written by Cheng Cheng, and its lyrics include phrases about eating things that have feet and those without feet. If it has feet, it must be meat. What doesn't have feet are vegetables and fruit. So when we sing this, we can promote vegetarianism, and we want to tell people to eat more veggies and eat things without feet like fruits and vegetables.
Aside from a performance by volunteers, some special performance include a Tzu Chi orchestra performance showing their love of humanity.
We chose it is because Tzu Chi's mission is to sort of help everyone around the world, and no discrimination or anything, just spreading the love, and that's why we thought it would be a very appropriate piece for this event.
With volunteers rehearsing for the event, they hope to minimize mistakes as they look forward to the day of the concert when they can truly share their love to benefit people around the world.
Dharma Master Zhen Yan continuing her island-wide tour and came to Dongda Tzu Chi grounds. The master carefully observed the facilities inside and outside the Jing Hall and hoped that the opening of Dongda Jing Hall would attract more people to do good deeds.
The grounds of Dongda Jing Hall cover an area of 4.45 hectares. The main structure is roughly completed, and the outdoor space is open to the public. The master walked around the Jing Hall, looking at the trees and plants along the road with joy. There are a large number of the preserved trees on the original site in the ground, creating a diverse and rich ecological environment.
The master is very happy to see the landscape we're planning now, so she came here to take a walk. It's also because of this cause. The master also said that she has enough exercise today.
The Dongda ground is located between the Central Science Park and Taichung Industrial Park. It is very convenient to go to Qinchenggang Airport or Taichung Port, as well as the National Highway. It will be the best choice for the holding courses in the future. The master hopes that everyone sees the time and cultivate this land, which is also cultivating your own heart and becoming a blessed person.
Xu Yufeng, a recycling volunteer in Miaoli's Zhunan, often worked overtime to support her family. When she retired, her immune system failed her. She suffered from a rare disease which caused mobility problems and sent her into depression. Through working at a recycling station, she was able to smile again.
Sister, what color do you like best? I wanted to tell them I really like blue sky and white clouds, which is the uniform they wear. I really like to see them dressed like this. It's so solemn, and it's so nice, and I can finally wear it now.
Xu Yufeng is 71 years old this year when she was certified as a Tzu Chi volunteer after joining for 9 years. Her first inspiration came from the recycling station. When she retired at the age of 50, she suffered from rheumatoid arthritis and came to the Jing recycling station suffering from pain and low self-esteem, simply hoping to do recycling.
4 to 5 Tzu Chi sisters told me that I am welcome even though my hands and feet are like this, and it's hard to move. I'm glad that someone still wants me.
Here she is a useful person even though her hands and feet are deformed, and the pain also seems to disappear.
When she was doing recycling and also chanting the Buddha Sutra at funerals or volunteering at long-term care sea-level center, she always seems happy and forgets the pain.
This is her in 2018 when she was shy and always hiding behind others. And this is her in 2021 where her face is ruddy and she can talk freely to anyone.
Now, I dare to talk to you like this. Otherwise, I used to be afraid of the microphone.
Going from the gray recycling shirts to the blue sky and white uniform of volunteers, this woman has rediscovered the value of life.
In Nantou, Tzu Chi volunteer Lai Jing used to be addicted to drinking. His wife is a Vietnamese immigrant. She didn't expect to marry an alcoholic, and their family relationship was one strained. It was not until Lai Jing met Tzu Chi that his life finally turned around.
If you have a chance, you can come to join the stem cell registry.
He seizes every opportunity to preach over and over again.
The doctor will withdraw marrow beside our hip bones, so it won't affect our nerves.
Protecting the earth, he drives to collect recyclables and also brings his children to give.
I want to share good things with my family, so I also bring my children and wife into Tzu Chi.
Yet, his present meaningful life was once the other way round.
Before joining Tzu Chi, he always got drunk and made troubles, breaking the hearts of his mother and his wife.
Lai Jing has been addicted to alcohol for 30 years.
I got drunk and fell down once. The nurse asked my wife if I was her husband and told her that I had drank 2 bottles of 58-degree liquor.
I came to Taiwan hoping to change my life, but it's different from what I thought. I didn't expect I would marry to an alcoholic.
The helpless heart saw hope after joining Tzu Chi.
He had it on the first day, but not now. Is there any symptom? Is there a nosebleed?
Following her husband's footsteps into Tzu Chi, she as an interpreter at the free clinic of the Immigration Detention Center.
They are all from my hometown, but they don't speak the language here. They must be very scared after being locked up.
The whole family do good deeds together, leading a happy and meaningful life.
Tzu Chi volunteer Qing Kunling was once a Tzu Chi recipient, but now he's helping others. Qing Kunling's household underwent an economic difficulty as both of his parents were ill, but the assistance from Tzu Chi had saved the family. All of the family members had never forgotten about Tzu Chi's aid. 10 years ago, Qing Kunling's parents were certified as Tzu Chi's commissioners, and this year he also joined this big family.
Wearing the flower and running up to join the big family of Tzu Chi, 48-year-old Qing Kunling was once a Tzu Chi care recipient, yet he is now prepared to give back.
In the past, we suffered from economic difficulties, but because of Master Zhen Yan's help, we were able to make it out. My son, Kunlin, said that he wants to get certified.
10 years ago, Qing Kunling's parents became Tzu Chi volunteers, and just 2 years ago, Qing Kunling's parents were presented as role models at a year-end blessing ceremony in Yilan. On behalf of his parents, he told attendees stories of how they went from receiving help to helping others.
In the past, we received help from others, and now we can start giving to others. I feel very satisfied.
Tzu Chi is a kind environment. It also has a kind cycle. So moving on, I want to work towards becoming a Tzu Chi commissioner.
For 30 years, Qing Kunling never forgot about Tzu Chi's help in the past. Before, when people criticized Tzu Chi, he bravely stood out and told his stories to others.
At the time, people were criticizing Tzu Chi. My boss told me the Tzu Chi volunteers' uniform costed millions, but I told him my mother wasn't wealthy, yet she joined Tzu Chi. In the past, I was a care recipient, so what I could do to help was telling the truth.
After certified as a Tzu Chi commissioner, Cheng hopes to do more. Besides doing the recycling chores he normally does, he also volunteers during bone marrow donation drive.
In the past, we were poor, so we hope to lend a hand to people in need. I believe that there are people out there needing help, so the feeling is very important.
From interning, training to certification, Cheng never was absent from any courses. In the future, he wants to walk on the path of Bodhisattva, fulfilling the gap of 30 years, as he will continue to help more people in need.
A Pagamo recycling challenge kicked off in schools across New Taipei City. The event spurred children to learn more about recycling and gain relevant knowledge. Tzu Chi volunteers even helped create a award out of recycled cups, giving students a feeling of satisfaction participating in this meaningful competition.
These PET bottles are turned into trophies and medals, as it is a one-of-a-kind award that reiterates a commitment to recycling. The special recycling challenge gave a few school students a chance to win awards, which were actually made from recycling. Volunteers put their heart into it, and this reflected their determination.
Tzu Chi volunteers take great care to make these awards similar to Olympic medals.
In the final competition at each school, the top 3 finalists were able to compete as representatives of their school and qualify for next year's county and city competition.
We hope that these students participating in this competition can learn more about recycling and apply it to their daily lives. I think that this eco-friendly education can take root in them.
This allows children to learn more about environment and how they can prevent disasters. They can use their spare time to learn more knowledge.
For these young students, I think that there is an immediate reaction. They study it and immediately process it, and can provide answers and remember the lesson in their minds.
At the competition, everyone was quiet and concentrating on the online game. It was quite thrilling, and students truly enjoyed it.
I think that this activity not only allows us to save carbon for the earth, but also reduce garbage.
I love cabbage the most, but I never knew that these high-altitude vegetables actually damage the earth a lot.
In my daily life, I will start by using less straws and fewer cups.
Learning more about recycling and preventing disasters can start with these young children who are gaining lots of knowledge by playing these fun games.
Owing to the pandemic, people's livelihood in Indonesia have been severely affected. Therefore, volunteers launched a rice piggy bank event to encourage students to save rice every day. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for watching. See you next time.